It's been a big season, took a while to finish those 46 league games, but we did gain the big promotion, was so happy with that. And what I did want to say is, once more, like I did with the first episode of this, the review of Season 1, I was streaming when I upload that, so I am live streaming right now as well, this save, so we can get underway, or at least progress towards the third season, and with our first promotion and into League 1, so make sure you come along. You can suggest like transfers and all that kind of stuff, so yeah, make sure you click the link in the description and join the chat, and yeah, see how we're going to go in the third season as we progress. But yeah, like I said, a lot of preseason stuff. But anyway, more importantly, we did have a very, very big season. Unfortunately, ended second. We were first for majority of the season, but fell off late. We'll explain that a little bit. Not majorly, but Mansfield held a really high level. But as you can see, we scored a lot more goals. Against two teams, we scored 10 goals against them for the season. Yeah, 110 for the season as a whole, but against Sutton United, Morecambe there as well. Yeah, we scored 10 goals against them in both games combined, obviously. 59 against, which is not a terrible tally for playing that attacking. So yeah, really happy, but Mansfield have got to be respectable. Respectable season for them. Got to respect what they did with only 39 goals conceded. That was real good. And if we want to take a look also, if we take a look at our home record, wasn't the best. You can see there the third. We're in third right there. We scored 51 at home and conceded 25. Let's take a look at our away record there. An away record in second, 59-4 and 34 goals against. So defensively, we weren't too bad away from home. At home, we were even better, I think. Normally, that's not the case, but yeah, that was the season. We'll take a quick look at the match stats, or more the team stats of the matches. Yeah, we've got the most goals, we know that. Best at hitting the target, 46%, so that comes with it as well. Funnily enough, we also had most fouls made, so yeah, a few in there. Highest average attendance. Of course, fans want to come to the games, but playing attractive football. Take a look at that. Goals from indirect free kicks are right up there. Then yellow cards, not that important as well. So interesting ones there. But then if we take a look at the player overview, more detail here for the goals. Kane Hemmings up there, 20 goals for the season. He missed quite a bit through injury. Well, I might as well show you that if you take a look at injury through the season. Yeah, a couple of spells there. A couple of major injuries through, well, this year as well. So second half of the season, yeah, he missed a little bit there. So that was all right. Then Christian Dennis was actually very, very surprising. You look at his attributes, especially physically, yeah, it doesn't look that great to you, but especially what he did in that first season, 8 league goals. But then this season, he really needed to step up a bit more. If we go through, we went through a bit here. If we just go back for a second, there is a lot to go through. If we go to our signings, we went really big with the signings. We'll talk about Chelsea in a little bit as well, but we did sign Martel Taylor-Crossdale. Big move, and unfortunately he picked up an injury, a real big one. You're like, 4 to 9 days. That's not really a big injury. But how long? Look, he played 13 games, 8 goals, 3 assists as well, looked to be on fire. And in that period as well, he had 3 player of the matches, and then he got one in that League Cup match as well. He was, so good. But then if we go to injuries, time out has been 7 months. So since, after he played those games, been missing since. Was really disappointing for the lad. So, yeah, that was probably the most annoying thing for the season. We did sell Ross Fitzsimmons as well, 20k, shipped him out, so we got a little bit of money there. I'm not going to go through all these players individually, but more so in more detail. If we go to the club and go into the affiliates, we did replace West Ham with Chelsea as like a parent club, and they paid us an annual fee, or they're paying us an annual fee, almost 85k there. So that's really nice for us. West Ham weren't even paying us anything. The annual fee with West Ham, it said 0, the cheap bastards. Like, come on, West Ham. So yeah, it's a better replacement for the guys we got through as well. They all had solid seasons, some better than others. Dujon Sterling, he was real good, obviously with that pace, getting assists, getting goals as well. We're playing him wing back. We'll go into the positions as well for a bit. Big Mark at centre back, he was really... Yeah, he was really consistent he was a consistent player, and that's really what we got from him for the season. And George McEachran, more to come on him, hopefully, because his contract's running out. Maybe he's one we'll go look to sign, so we'll see if that's going to happen or not. A lot of the time he won't, but yeah, he was pretty consistent through the season. And see, Taylor Crossdale, he wasn't loaned. They let him go and we signed him, so we kind of poached him there. And then a few other guys. Jermaine Anderson, probably a big one to point out. You take a look at his attributes. He look pretty good, eh? Yeah, his attributes look real strong. So yeah, to go with that, we're going to go to the tactics next up. This is actually funny because the last game of the season we played the 4-4-2 because we had a lot of injuries very late in the season. It's like we were creeping over the line. If we just go check out for a second, if we go to the schedule, not the best part of the season. We kicked off the season really well. You can see there with those wins, so we're in a very good position. But even though we finished the last 2 games scoring 9 goals together, which was very nice, yeah, we had a bit of a rough patch around here. If you take a look at these maybe 2 wins in this period right there, yeah, that's not the best form. But we had a lot of injuries picked up, as you can see right there. Some players coming back from that. But yeah, it wasn't the best in terms of that. We take a look at a few different things as well. I've got this squad view set up, where it's very detailed, so you guys can see that the goals that it disappeared there, but you get that's goals. And I'll fix that up. But there's so many players just to see on top. See on top there, yeah, Gunongbe was still actually very good. Scored 15 goals. 15 league goals for the season, but we'll go up to the most. Christian Dennis, he got that 17. Hemmings scored 21. Maybe respectable mention. Have to give Taylor Crossdale a mention. The goals scored in that time. Imagine if he played for the whole season. Sort by assists next. Yeah, Andy Callett. He had a bit of injuries as well, but he still played a lot of the season. Got a lot of assists right there. But yeah, if we go average rating, Oscar Ramirez, who actually played the last match of the season, 2 assists, young player. His potential is like a League 2, so probably won't be part of the future for that reason. Then Taylor Crossdale up there, but yeah, he didn't play as many games. Andy Callett consistent throughout the season as well. Daniel Jones, when he deputised for Andy Callett when he wasn't playing. So down the left back side, yeah, we're doing pretty well. Sean Brisley good at the back as well. Experienced centre back. So those are a few of the standouts. Those are the few of the standout players. And if you want to look at a few, like again, a lot of the specific attributes right there. Or not attributes specifically, it's more so stats. Yeah, take a look at the key overall key passes made throughout the season. Again, we'll go to see the top there. That was 67, George McEachran and Anderson. They were 2 at the top, as you would expect. They were running a lot through the midfield. But anyway, guys, going back to this, we'll go to the formation we've used for the majority of the season, which was this setup. Apologies, the players out of position because we did use that 4-4-2 in the last game. So if we were to rotate that in the same way, Bartley was playing a lot there. Unfortunately, we're going to have to let him go, I think, because he's been declining a bit too much physically. He's an older player. Yeah, he's one. And then there was a few players we're going to be missing out on, unfortunately, or not exactly missing out of them. It's more so letting him go. Like Rob Milsom picked up a longer term injury, 3 to 4 months, contract ending. So he's a type we're going to get really just let go of. So yeah, so you can get a really idea of that and say just take Baldwin out here. Ugbo. We had a few players, but yeah, there's a general guide of the style of football we've been playing, and I didn't make too many alterations to the instructions, and we had a pretty solid season playing this football because it's based on those wing backs getting forward and getting many crosses into that those 3 guys in the box, whoever they may be, and it's too strong for the opposition defense. There's too many strikers in the box. 3 to defend is too much for them. Generally with the 2 centre-backs. So, yeah, teams have to really change their style against us. Maybe try and play 3 centre-backs to combat that. So, also, I did want to mention the finance and salary. With everything, believe it or not, we were paying less on wages. That's why, yeah, take a look this time last season. If you take a look around that May kind of period, we were in the negative by almost like the 250k there. So, obviously, towards the end now, the profit is a bit in the negative, so not actually in the profit, a bit in the loss, but our overall balance is still in the positive, just over 140k there, so that's very good. And hey, you could say definitely that agreement with Chelsea, it has helped that, definitely has helped that. I mean, because yeah, they gave us about 85k the annual fee, so if we didn't have that, we would just ever so slightly head above water with that. Yeah, if you take away that, like 85k or so. Also, I did sign a new contract. They did offer a new contract to the end of 2022 season, so I'm happy with that, and happy we're going to be playing League 2 football. That's where we got promoted from. We got promoted from League 2. We're going to be playing League 1 football. So yeah, make sure you come over to the stream. I would be streaming right now as well. At the final part of League 2, I suppose we're going to round up the season, but yeah, make sure you don't miss that. Make sure you don't miss that. And yeah, this is a bit of a roundup of the season as well. Yeah, our final season in League 2. Hopefully we don't drop back to here. This is going to be it for us. Kane Hemmings, 21 goal season. Andy Callett still was consistent throughout. Really happy with his season. Again, with the most assists, did so well. And he missed a decent amount of the season as well. He still played a lot, but hey, he started 30 league games, which you would think is a lot, but he had some injuries. I'll show you his injuries as well. I need to show you if you didn't watch, you know. Yeah, he had a two-month one there, and then 5 weeks. So, yeah, about 3 months. 3 months or so out for the season and still did that work. So, that's pretty good. Jermaine Anderson, yeah, he's got great passes. With passing 11, his passing's only 11, so it's nothing out of this world, but it's more so his balance overall attributes. You take a look at his lower attributes as well, take them out of the equation, because penalty taking, if he's not taking penalties, doesn't really matter. Long throws, not taking long throws, same with free kicks, and then corners. So really, his lowest attribute is 8. Those are kind of attributes that don't really matter for him. Again, they're more like set piece kind of stuff and penalty taking and long throws. So if you think about it in that way, he's a very good in the outfield for us. Yeah, really good player. And see, Martel Taylor-Crossdale got equal player of the match awards for, but that shows you we were very consistent, a very good team. We didn't have so many standout players. It was more so a team effort. Again, if you talk about the average rating, we had a lot of those almost average of 7s. We had a lot that were like 6.9 or 6.8, and they were consistent players without being outstanding because we spread the load for the season, which I liked how we went about that, guys. So we did, just check out late inbox, the last few here. We got 10k for achieving that. So it's not crazy money, no crazy money right there, but we finished, the curtain comes down on League 2. Right there, we finished, just to show you there, only 7 losses for the season, a goal difference of plus 51. In certain ways, I think we were better than Mansfield. We actually did beat them twice at the same time. So it was more so, yeah, towards the end of the season, we were really struggling with fitness, and that's something we're going to rectify in the next season as well. Season 3, with our first promotion heading to League 1 after League 2 now. If we take a look what we did against Mansfield, at home beat them 3-1, and then earlier in the season we had a very similar result. Yeah, 3-1 as well away from home. So that tells me, I reckon, if we came up against them, we will beat them every single time like we showed this season as well. And maybe finishing second may not have the highest expectations on us for next season. We'll just be expected to get relegated to go back down. So that's going to be good for us. We've also got, because of our good financial situation, 26k available wage budget, and then even we've got a little bit of transfer budget in there, about 103k, but we don't use at these lower leagues. Yeah, you shouldn't really use that. Just put it all in the wage budget and you have plenty to spend. So yeah, I hope you guys will come along for the stream after watching this video. The link will be in the description. Make sure you come along and follow, join the stream, and yeah, we're gonna play through the this off season as we head into season 3. And with our first promotion, as I mentioned, into League 1, very exciting times, because the goal is to get to Premier League, and yeah, this is going to happen. Or for those of you guys that wanted to see long-term series, this is the way it's going to happen through streaming, because I get to play every single game. I'm not a fan of playing games off camera, and you shouldn't be either, to be honest. And if you miss any of my streams, you can watch them back on the past broadcasts. I think they last for a couple weeks or something, but yeah, you're always going to see the review. You're always going to see the review here. So thank you for watching this video. Make sure you come along and watch the stream right now, and I'll catch you guys over there. See you guys next time.